when I stop to the streets lock. They told me keep killing. My foot on their necks and I'm making a killing. I need me a million. They say I'm the one when I
What's on, everybody? I'm T, Turo, and today on Talks with T. T with T. I don't know yet. This is the first episode, so I'm trying to figure it out.
T with T is crazy.
You like that?
It's cool.
I think I like it. Oh. Today we got a special guest. My brother, my man Lou, Hyped Up NYC, Lou the Dawn. Say hello to everybody.
What's going on, people? Yeah. How are ya?
Speak the fuck up.
Snicks.
We're going to be talking about All-Star Weekend, some other releases, you know, just shit that we've been through. We're just going to be shooting this shit, all right?
Crazy last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Just fly with us, come with us. All right. Lou, how long you been reselling?
I've been reselling since I was 14. So I'd say I'm 38 now.
God damn.
A little while.
Yeah, damn.
It's been a little while.
All right. So when you started, was it sneakers or clothes or just like?
So I started this with sneakers. Like my original passion and crave for shoes, like, is what brought me into this resale world. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean, for me, it was the same. It was being able to get a pair for me for free. So like I would sell other stuff so I could have the money for my pair so my pair could be free.
That's kind of how I started it as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Originally it was just obtaining like something exclusive, and like the first shoe I ever camped out for, I resold. It wasn't even my size.
You remember what shoe?
I would have kept it if it was my size.
What was it?
It was the LeBron Chamber Fit Air Force One.
Yeah, a lot of y'all don't even really understand. So that's when LeBron had the city on the chokehold, the Air Force One.
Yeah, it wasn't my size, unfortunately. So I ended up reselling it, and that's kind of like I was in a space where I was around a lot of older sneakerheads and a lot of older dudes that were like a part of like the real ins and outs of sneaker shit. And I kind of learned off of them, like, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, all right, my first camp I was with them. My mom was like, the fuck you mean you going to... Well, yeah, I'm going outside to wait at this store for some sneakers. It's just like, what? Like, my moms ain't know what the fuck that was, you know? So it was cool that, like, you know, I pulled up and it was like... But it was like day and night from what we deal with today. So it was a real big difference.
What store was it?
I was at it was an Athlete's Foot that was in Roosevelt Field.
Athlete's Foot, that's crazy. I think the only Athlete's Foot now is in New Orleans.
That was the only store, I believe, in New York with the shoe.
Okay. Shit. And then eventually you went.
But I was already working at a sneaker store.
Which one?
I used to work for BX Sports out here in the Bronx. So, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My manager, Mo, him and his homies from Queens, they owned my man James. Rest in peace to James. And my man Jarrell had a store called Secret Society at the time.
Okay.
And they were doing, one of them had kickstore.com, and then they had the store originally called Kicks. And then they kind of joined forces and became Secret Society. And I kind of like learned through them, like, you know what I'm saying, how to flip bait hoodies and how to like just learn what it was to have something that was more exclusive than just a regular release shoe. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We were so sold on the like we would chase what we knew, which was like the retro Jordans and, you know, certain Air Max and things like that. But like when it came to like Euros, JDs and like exclusive forces that, you know what I'm saying, we couldn't get out here. I kind of learned all of that through them. And then my man Mo, which was my manager in the store, he was like the super duper Air Force fiend. So he would make sure he had all of these. So I would kind of learn and all right, cool, yo, we're gonna go to Barney's, and he would, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's how I got Purple Pigeons, no cap.
Purple Pigeons.
I was at work. When I got Purple Pigeons, I was at work. And I met a dude, walked in my job with them, and Angelo, one of my other managers, wanted the sneaker too. And the dude's like, nah, I bought them in Blades yesterday. And Soho, mind you, I'm on White Plains in the Bronx. core blades.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have them in stock. What do you need? I'm like, I need a 9.5 and an 11. And they held them for me. I left work on the clock, took the train all the way to Soho, got both pairs while I'm on the clock, and and it was like $85, like music to my ears, like something that was like unheard of nowadays when it comes to a sneaker, you know?
That's kind of crazy because back then, like, it was a lot of this sneakerheads. Nobody was really thinking about the money. So, like, when you ran downtown to go pick something up, people would hold shit for you. You know what I mean? Running around.
It was real culture driven, I feel, too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it was more of a, like I said, it was more a passionate thing. Like when you camped out before, like even for the Galaxies in 2012, you know, like it was like a community effort. Like homies was camped out, everybody knew their place. Niggas was rolling dice, pitching quarters. You had homies on a little foldable table playing solitaire. We had outlets tied to the street pole for people to charge their phones. Like now it's like gladiator school. So it's like, you know, you got to come out like one of the expendables to get something fire.
But at the same time, so for reselling, I started reselling. My first sneaker I resold I went outside for reselling was Galaxy. Right? Everything else before that, I was just buying and keeping. I went outside for Galaxies, and that was like my first L. And I did not like take it well. Like,
Well, you went to 2/5, right?
Exactly.
You did bad.
Yeah, I did bad. I was outside for like 3 days. I didn't get my sneaker, and like I lost it. Like from the cops, from everybody. Like I'm just like, how the fuck was I outside for 3 days and I didn't get the sneakers? So everybody like it was chill, and I was just like, I remember the dudes from Atmos was there, and they wasn't even outside, and they got it before me, like right in front of me, and I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, just chill, you gonna go outside, da da da. And I'm like, all right, and I listened then, and they walked out, and then they said sold out. Like I was trying to beat them niggas up, like off rip, like.
I know the feeling. I've been in situations where that happens.
After that, I was like, this is the last time like this happens to me. Like I wait outside for something and I don't get it. Like, I mean, even though like the circumstances is like they shut this shit down because everybody's wilding, I'm fine with that. But this is the last time motherfuckers just come out of nowhere, like get out their bed, jump in front of me, and get a sneaker. And I've been outside for 3 days. That was like right there. I'm like, I'm done. And Turo was born right there.
Nah, I definitely could understand and relate to that situation where like I've been there and like, you know, it's whack because a lot of it comes down to like Peter pay for Paul, you know what I'm saying? So like even if you did what you had to do, and so it's like you never know what the outcome is to the last minute, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean about it being extremely different though compared to like, you know what I mean? Even Galaxies was Galaxies on 34th Street. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was still a peaceful, nothing like, it was a heavy situation, pause, but you know, as far as people, but it wasn't, oh, yeah, I'm ready to kill somebody. Like, you know, now the pickup day was a little more intense when niggas trying to pull up. I got 1,000. I got, you know, that's when shit got real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got intense because the demand for the sneaker. But, like, to obtain the shoe was a little more, I feel like, it was crazy, but it wasn't as crazy as, like, if you did your research and you knew where to go. You know what I'm saying? It was possible that you would have turned out all right, you know what I'm saying? And so it was a crazy release overall, you know?
But at the end of the day, you still need those little like lessons right there. Like it shows you how to start moving and how you should move at all times. So like we're gonna fast forward from there. All-Star Weekend, LA. How did you feel? They had like
I feel like it's most challenging aspect of the whole trip, the whole layout was just how separated. Like, you really had to pick and choose where to go. There was no like, I know day one I gotta be at this spot at this time, because everything was so sporadic as far as the way they were doing the wristbands. And we're so comfortable with dealing with the security and shit out here, and out there was like day and night when it came to that. And the amount of people played a factor as well. So it was like you had to know where to go for the, like, if I wanted Ben Sixes, I know I had to go to Inglewood today.
Yeah.
But then it was a possibility. I know I'm shit out of luck if I needed the Hell Stars or I needed whatever was coming out on Melrose. It was a little challenging, you know what I'm saying? And then the traffic, was another big ass situation out there that, it played a lot in the day-to-day process of where you had to be, because you couldn't, there was no telling. 20 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, it all took different turns depending on which store we decided to go to. So it was a little challenge, but overall I think it was cool. The experience, I feel like all the time, I think it's always like love when we see the homies from out of town and the mixing and mingling. But that's like even out here, niggas is best friends till it's time for the store to open, and then niggas become gladiators, and it's every man for themselves. So it's like it's what was expected of the situation, but I feel like Nike and them could have did better just with the structurizing, the way they handled the layout of the security factors, or the amount of security at the times that they needed.
Yeah.
Like they would wait for shit to get crucial and then have like reinforcements pull up, and like by then it was already too late. So if they had all of those guards set in place when they were supposed to, I feel like it would have been an easier storm for us to run in and out the spots, get through the lines, because it would have been less bullshit. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's all a part of the experience. So,
I feel that since everything was so separated and like far away, like you were saying with distance, that we didn't get to really experience the experience that they wanted us to feel. Like that Crenshaw shit at the high school, like the setup was dope.
Yeah, but that was something I felt like we had to spend a whole day to get a feel of what was really taking place there, versus we just here to get the shoes and on to the next spot.
Because, but the reason why they had to do that, because everything was so far. If it was San Fran, how everything was like basically like 2 block radius, you could have went through some shit, seen some shit, and then went to something else.
That was almost like the Fanatics Fest when we picked up the cards. That whole installation looked fire.
Yeah.
Where mad kids was leaving with giveaways, and there was 1,000 things going on at once, but it was like, all right, let me get my card
and I gotta
go.
Out the door. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like it was a lot that I feel like we missed out on. Like I'm tight that I didn't go to the complex market shit to try to get that Nike swoosh man figure.
Thanks.
We need that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn.
Cash,
like we didn't even find out till we got back.
Yeah, it was in the hotel room.
So it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like you really had to choose. Same thing, like Adidas and Hellstar, that whole layout and the arena was fire, but we didn't really we walked through it right when they were closing.
Yeah,
I was the last customer at the J Tips booth, so I couldn't even get the customization. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were like, you want that? Come back tomorrow. And I'm like, tomorrow's not even. Who knows what's taking place tomorrow? So it was a little challenging, but it was also cool. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a lot of people that made out worse than we did. And you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of people that really were misinformed with certain releases and certain places to go to. So it was cool to be able to tap in with some of the out of state homies and some of the New York homies. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping shit afloat and making sure everybody got to where they needed to be, for certain releases, even though, we all had probably different, wants and different, I needed this for a pre-order. So, when it came crunch time for, the Hellstar shit and the Ben Sixes and the important shit, niggas put each other on, and it was cool. I felt like any other year, it was fire because we didn't know what to expect, and we still, you know what I mean? We still made out all right. So it was cool.
So here's a question for you. Why does everybody hate New York so much?
I think it's just I wouldn't even say the stereotype. I just feel it's the lack of momentum when it comes to these other states and places that we go to. Like, they don't move like we move. Everybody here already is on, like, to get to the train, you're already on fast pace to get to anywhere in the city. So, like, when we get to releases and we know it's crunch time and you got to be at 6, 7 stores. So, like, our rapidness and the way we move through certain shit, they really don't, they're a lot more laid back. They're a lot more chill. Even the gangster niggas in LA, like, you know what I'm saying? Because they honor their spots in line and they don't move as with the finesse that we move with. You know what I'm saying? So now when they see it or it happens to them hands on, like, damn, this nigga just looped 3 pairs in front of me and I'm still Mr. Cool Guy in my spot. Like, to them now it becomes a bother. And like when it's now happening multiple times at the same spot, or like, you know what I'm saying, just across the board at every venue and event that they were holding. Like, now it's like, all right, I feel like even if like it was a DC nigga that had an issue, it was like, these New York niggas, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because everything was just, they're just not accustomed to the way we move. And I felt like it was almost similar to San Fran last year, you know what I'm saying? When we got to the SB release and it was 700 people in a straight fucking line. This could have been your spot. And they honor that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no telling. Yo, I left the soda right there. That's me since yesterday. And they like, cool, no problem. Over here, niggas are looking at you like, fuck out of here. Like, there's no talking. Like over that could never be, and it's whack because when I say back in the day when I started this, it was like that. Like, this shit was a fashion show. You would see the older heads and a 9-6 deep text and the fucking Summit series with some fire forces.
Right.
And like, you know, it was cool. Everybody chilling, socializing. Now it's 30 niggas in shiesties and fucking who knows what's to play out before the stores open. And it's, like I said, it's just day and night, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where the stereotype and the drive for like, yo, blame New York for everything happened, because they're just so accustomed to the originality and the way this was conducted originally with the, yo, we got respect for one another. Your place is your place. If you third, you third. If I'm fourth, I'm fourth. And New York really don't give a fuck about that. Like, now it's just to the point where even like, you know, you got, and it's whack to say it, you got a lot of niggas like, oh, niggas don't camp no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you got 100 kids ready to just pull up and burn the situation because the biggest objective is just getting in the store, regardless if your mother's the first person online. You know what I'm saying? And it's whack to say it, but that's the New York method of madness right now.
So who's to blame for that?
Who's to blame for that?
It has to be us.
I'm gonna say not. I wouldn't say. It's hard to point the finger, but I'll just break it down briefly. It's real simple. I know this hustle for what it's worth, and now I go back to the block, and there's 30 little niggas that's ready to kill something, start drama for an eighth of weed and $20. So now why would I leave that nigga on the block doing nothing when I could now use that nigga to come to? So now you go and bring 10 little hood niggas from your hood, and now they go from doing nothing but fucking chilling and trapping, and now they get to see firsthand what it is to, like, all right, the first 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 times you get to utilize them as a body. Hey, cool, let's go smoke, chill, come link with me over here. I got you. And then next thing you know is they learn the method of madness, and now they want to go and spread their wings and become their own reseller. So now they go and grab another 10 little niggas that's ready to die and kill for a pair of fucking sneakers, and there's no culture behind it. There's no passion behind it. These niggas is just looking, these pre-pandemic resellers, or these post-pandemic resellers, and there's regular humans too, because it's like you go into Alias or StockX and you'll see a corporate nigga in a suit. And you'll see an old lady that might be some nigga's grandmother. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's just everybody now looking to see that this is just an easy way to capitalize and make another easy dollar. You know, this shit is like any other job at this point, because if you don't have any, they just relying on these platforms for a fast flip. And, you know, a lot of these kids, once again, this is their level of socialization. Rather chill on the block and do nothing. I could go chill with my man on 42nd Street, get an eighth of weed, we smoking, I can make $50, and boom, that's their whole day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally what it is. A lot of these kids, this is their level of socialization. So now when it comes to the ignorance and the lack of respect with certain things, they don't give a fuck, because there's no drive, there's no passion for this. It's not culturally driven anymore. All that shit came and went. You know what I'm saying? All of the old heads, each one teach one shit. None of that really applies to what we deal with nowadays, because once again, a lot of them niggas don't care for the shoe, for the product. They don't give a fuck if they selling you a lipstick, a pack of sunflower seeds, or a sneaker. As long as they know I'm making something out of this item I'm picking up today, they don't really give a fuck what it is.
See, but the each one teach one thing, that's why I kind of say, like, us being like the older heads now, like, we're kind of to blame, because we didn't try to teach them niggas nothing. You feel me? Like,
but you can't teach people that don't want to be taught.
I mean, when I was young, I didn't want to learn shit,
and that's why.
And then somebody had to set me up. Somebody had to tell me, "No, bro, you got to pay attention to shit." And then it's up to you. But we don't even talk to you.
You be the girl with 50,000 Bitcoin too.
So, like, fuck that. You should have had that Bitcoin. We been talking about Bitcoin.
I was dodging that shit left and right. I'm not buying no
Bitcoin, but I can't see it.
Because
niggas can't see it.
Niggas it ain't physical. Yeah, I felt like, because it isn't something that I could, like, you know. And at the end of the day, it was just an.
But that's coming from a street background mentality. If I can't see it, how does it mine? How does it make?
Nah, but I just felt like that too. I was just against all that shit, like that pandemic shit. Everybody wanted to be a realtor, a stockbroker, a fucking, like, everybody was just in like yo, giving people time. Like, I feel like when you have time to yourself, you're supposed to take it and explore your better options for yourself. And people just go, and they're so manipulative nowadays, and it's so easy to just, yo, you can take this shit and it's empty and sprinkle magic dust and and people just fucking follow suit. So it's like, yeah, it's cool that niggas probably follow suit and made bread behind that Bitcoin and whoever properly, but like, I felt like I'm a more hands-on individual, and I feel like I just have to be more involved and know before I can say, I'm gonna put 10,000, I'm gonna go and invest into some shit that I have zero clue or acknowledgement to. You know what I'm saying? But
it's also the interest. Like, if I have zero interest in it, why would I just put my money into it? Like, I have to do my homework.
But these kids nowadays is not like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, with the same shit. And what's crazy is a lot of these kids, because the bots and all this shit, is a lot of these young niggas.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't say all of them, but a lot of them, there's none of that teaching shit, because a lot of them little niggas can teach us one and two things. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the technical and the bots and how they loop in multiple items and rigging the fucking sneaker app and all, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, there's some of them that's witty enough and willing to use their knowledge for certain shit that they should. But a lot of them is just, once again, it's their level of socialization. They're outside chilling with the bros. I get to go run around and make a couple dollars. We chilling, we smoking. And it's better me doing this shit down here than chilling on a block, and I could possibly get yapped up or fucking, you know what I'm saying, catch a charge for some bullshit. So I get it. But once again, it took away from the originality of what we all got into this for. You know what I'm saying? What started this was passion driven, and yo, I need that sneaker because I already I pictured the fit, nigga. I need that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, all of that feel for it ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like before, even if you didn't get the sneaker on the release day, you would shoot your shot to flip a shoe, trade a shoe to make sure you get it, and now everybody's just with the fuck it on to the next one because there's 30 other hitters coming out this year, and it's just, once again, that takes away from how passionate somebody is
So
for.
let's talk about that though. You think that these motherfuckers, like companies, are just dropping shit over and over and over just because it's a cash? It's a cash
Nah,
cow.
I don't think it's a cash cow. Are they doing it? I think, for one, because they see, the way the resale world is going, and it's a multi-billion-dollar industry and yada yada yada. But that also goes with the factor that they raising their prices every fucking 6 months, and the quality behind the shit is a lot more trash than what it used to be. And you know what I'm saying? But I feel like they also doing that because they want to kill the resale market. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as much as they invest into it, they also have to find balance within it as well, because how would they, you know what I'm saying? Like they put out 30 sneakers this month because they know one nigga ain't gonna go buy 30 sneakers. There's somebody, but you gotta kind of live in between your sneaker fucking addiction as well. You know what I'm saying? So unless you rapidly selling this, and right now, for the way the demand is in the markets, and I don't give a fuck who it is or who you are, these platforms got shit so fucked up that it's like, unless you took 1,000 pre-orders beforehand, there ain't no desire, a real necessity to say, yo, this sneaker drops and I'm gonna go buy 100. Unless it's a Travis or something that you know is of high value.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But I remember there was days that it was I to go buy the GR 50 pairs, 8 pairs, and you knew there was never an issue to get rid of this shit. Every nigga in the hood's gonna want them. I'm pull up and this nigga's gonna need them for his baby moms, the 3 kids over there, his side bitch. You knew it was easily. Now it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even say, with the way these markets have shit, such even look at yesterday. I bought these Levi Jordan hoodies. Shit was doing $250, selling like hotcakes. And then the minute it go, next thing you know, all it takes is one nigga to take that $180 bid. And it's you know what I'm saying? And it's why? But because you got these young kids that we're now talking about that have no, I want to say, no belief. They don't really have that drive to say, yo, I'm going to go bet on myself and try to sell this to the nigga on the block.
Yeah.
Their first outlook is, let me hit the button on StockX, or let me consign it on Alias, or let me, you know what I'm saying? So now you have an open market that not only regular people are using, but the kids that should be trying to keep, the new generation kids that should be trying to keep this market, at float of some type of just, yo, we charge you $250, it's $250. Nah, and back in the day, that's what it was like. You know what I mean? $15, get all the sneakers. Yo, the market's $350, it's $350. Now I charge $350, you gonna charge a nigga $325 on purpose just to sell it to a nigga before that's how these kids think. They quick to.
A lot of these kids don't have a lot of money, so they spend all their money.
That's another thing too. No, and every little nigga want to be fly. Every little nigga want chrome hearts. Every little nigga want this. And you can't be I learned, you know what I'm saying? Not to say it like that. I started this wanted sneaker, but I couldn't get every sneaker.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And I knew that because, once again, you got to live above, these little niggas, a lot of these kids live above their means. You know what I'm saying? And everything, $1,300 Amiris and $1,500 Balenciagas. I'll never spend my money on that bullshit. Ever. But it's a different. So to them, I couldn't go sell a sneaker just knowing my level of, and a lot of them, once again, because you put that little nigga on, he doesn't know what it's really worth or what is. But I know my time and my efforts. I went outside for a day and a half. Nigga, you think I'm gonna come outside and sell this shit for $30? You spent more money sitting outside.
They don't see that. They don't see the behind the scenes shit.
So it to me, it's it's just day and night, because these kids don't value or try to even push themselves. Before, how I created a page on Instagram solely to sell sneakers and push and promote. And you know what I'm saying? These kids, once again, they don't even give a fuck about that. They got a TikTok, and then they sell shit on Alias and fucking StockX, and they compete. They competing for $30, $40 amongst their mans. You know what I'm saying? It's just they don't have that moral, that drive, that self motivation to say, yo, I'm gonna invest. But then a lot of them ain't. a lot of them probably aren't financially capable to do so because they got to get this shit, sell it fast enough to be outside tomorrow to try to get the next joint. You know what I'm saying? So I get it too, but that's what's killing this market. You know what I'm saying? That's what's killing the want for the fire sneakers. Now, a nigga don't want a sneaker 30,000 niggas can get.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that shoe if I know every regular nigga got it. And they go and they selling that shit for almost what they paid for. So it's like you really doing it for nothing. Now you really making sure every head that wanted it could get it for the super low. You know what I'm saying? And it's to me it's whack. It's a whack feel. It's the direction of the way reselling is going. I feel is it's cool to have the older niggas still involved because if not, this shit would be completely waste. It would be a waste of everybody's time. I feel like.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's starting to feel like it's a waste of time. Like at certain shit, like when you can't even come together when there's like only 15 people and there's 40 sneakers and these little young niggas come in and not even the little young, just everybody.
At the market from when we just got back last week.
Oh, with which one?
The market on all of them, even the Lakeshore Fours. Them shits was doing $500.
Them shits are doing what now?
You could buy them for maybe $325.
And that's a sneaker that should be $400 off rip.
Mind you, they supposedly only I forgot how many they said, maybe 65,000 pairs made.
And loud.
65,000 pairs made. That shoe right there. 65,000 pairs or something like that made. Fire shoe, dope ass colorway. They went crazy on the heel tab. And this shoe was selling for $500 the day we bought them, last Thursday. Look at what this shoe's going for right now.
It's a great sneaker.
We can, for shits and giggles, we could check. For shits and giggles. For shits and giggles. Let's just see what Lake Shaws are doing.
What size
compared to the market.
10? Yeah. All right.
Like, and it's crazy because
I'm spitballing here, probably 325.
It's a beautiful shirt.
It's fire.
It's great.
It's fire, but
you don't get like good quality on a lot of sneakers like this no more. So it's for it to be that nice.
No, and it's not that they're not nice. It's not that it's not sellable. It's just the niggas that these shits are falling in their hand. They falling in the wrong hands. You gotta understand. You gotta look at that store in Jersey, Kicktronics.
Oh yeah.
Selling, and then you get niggas question why you people think should be fake. Wolf Grade 5s. You put them for sale for $160 and $220. How? Look, a size 10, right?
Yeah.
Last sale on a size 10.
It's what?
$215.
That sneaker already is.
And a men's shoe.
That's a two.
There you go, look.
What was retail?
The retail was more than the last sale.
50?
Okay, because they were $220 plus tax, and the tax percentage in Cali is more than New York.
It's 10%.
Yeah, it's 9.975% or some crazy shit like that. So it's like goes to show you where exactly what I'm telling you. When it goes to, you had kids that spent money to go out there, waste their time, fight, go viral to kill the market.
I think the problem is that shit is too accessible to everybody.
What we doing? Wolf Grade 5s? Let's see. Wolf Grade 5s, right? A sneaker niggas took pre-order for maybe $380, $400, right? What size is that?
8.
8. 8 right now. The last sale.
200.
No. Give it. Those are really holding up. $270.
Oh, okay.
When it's originally, it should be like a $360 shoe, $350 sneaker right now. And that's why I say it should just be hot for the moment. It should be hot for 10 minutes right now. Should literally be cool for 10 minutes. That's why I'm like,
it's sad.
It's day and night from the original aspect of what You know, the original resellers started this shit with the
day and night from last year. Last year we had what, Metallic 5?
Metallic Fives that was
And
good.
that shit would have been gone already.
That was
Metallic
good.
5 is gone. And that sneaker is still keeping up, so
That sneaker is probably still selling more than Wolf Grays right now.
that's true. Well, I honestly, I feel like Wolf Gray's an ass. So, like,
I didn't like them before.
me
I
neither.
don't know. There's so much demand for them now, and
I don't like the
people
white.
even liked them before. I just never. I've always been an original colorway, like red, black, and gray, red, black, and white.
Don't get me
Even
wrong. The
the
gray is
Flint
fire.
Grays is cool.
The gray is fire. I don't like the white,
Orange
the
blues.
lining inside the white. I feel like that's just gonna be nasty. So niggas get, you know what I mean?
That would turn yellow super fast. Like these, they did good with the
They
color
should have
block.
kept everything all gray.
The color block on that.
This shit right here, I feel like all it takes is a nigga with a dirty ankle. This is gonna be nasty.
Old socks on it. It's over.
I feel like I can't even touch it too much because I'm gonna be able to
Started
smell
a
it.
gray already.
Facts. Feel me? And meanwhile, that, see the black inside, the black lining, that shit is perfect.
Nah, but this also kind of tells a story. They did it for LA, the colors. Like this shit is just, to me, it's just
Release
meaningless.
date? What's the release date?
I think there's sometime in March, our original release date.
Same as this one. But the bins don't come out.
The
bins came out.
From what I looked into, there's 2,500 pairs. And I think it was just what was in LA and the sneaker app. I don't think that's coming out anywhere else. The bin sixes. These will be everywhere, and I'm pretty sure those will come out general release at some point.
But it was limited. These aren't limited.
But that's like the Levi's that just came out.
But you see what's going on with them Levi's, right?
Yeah, listen. I bought the black one yesterday, and the black one's a fire.
But that's the one that has mold on it.
No, the navy blue one they're saying is the one that had mold on it. I think they stressing it. A lot of people I see promoting this mold shit with the pictures from the advertisement.
Yeah.
And that pair was skated. So like the distress on it is really from skatewear. Because that's wavy from Preem's pair.
But why is so many
people
different...
I see like doing this, the mold. And I'm like, that's not really mold. That shit happened. But then I seen one picture, somebody posted a pair from like the sneaker app purchase. So who knows? Maybe the logistics centers are where they keeping these shoes.
There's so many stores that's holding them, that got them, can't sell them. I'm thinking, are they looking at their sneakers and looking at them, seeing they fucked up as well?
I don't know, because this thing hit the raffle at Kif yesterday, and I believe they sold him the shoe. Lambo.
Shout out to Lambo.
I think they definitely gave him the shoe yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think it was an everywhere problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? That like it's kind of like with the Carmines when they had like that run. Not everywhere gave the pairs back because not every pair was defected or whatever the case may be. But still in all, there's a whole third pair of Levi's that came out, the white with the red. So we understand the white with the blue is for All-Star.
Yeah.
Why nobody had the white, that off-white with the red heel tab yesterday? Nobody. Everybody just sold black. So what they gonna say about those got mold too?
You know, those are probably giving away to friends and family type shit. I don't know, man. Nike be doing some other shit. They I don't know, man. I feel like somebody over there is fucking up. And they need to figure it out and fix it because Nike's too big of a fucking brand to be going through all this bullshit.
I just feel like for how long it's been and how long things have been going on and events and complex cons, and I feel like they should have this shit already like a book. Like they should pull out like a manual.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not
They're
like
a fucking powerhouse, bro. Like it's Nike and then who else? It's not the same, bro. Like so
I feel like they should just have a lot of more structure to what they be having going on, giving the amount of time they've been doing this already.
Like they have how do you not have this right?
That's what I don't understand. Like there's always some level of some fuck up, some type of error, and it's just like, oh, sorry, it's our. And it's like, no, it ain't your fucking first time. Like, it might be that person's first time.
But it ain't
But
your
it's
first.
Nike's responsibility to know to get the same people involved, actively involved in these events, so that way you avoid, you leave less room for error. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we fucked up last year at this point. Let's make sure next year we situate a better plan. I feel like they just going blindfolded every event, and it's just like whatever outcome happens.
I feel like Nike's so big. Like, I know they're so spread out everywhere. Like, every department is like a different. I mean, shit. They have a different like focal head. Like, whoever's like in charge of the collab department, because there has to be like a collab department, right? They're doing fucking good because they're calling the certain people that you want to see, like, awake. They're good with the collabs. They brought back the undefeated force.
They got like Frank Cook back involved.
Frank Cook, shout out to Frank Cook.
I feel like
hit me, Frank, because you be.
I feel like because he's back in, but like I feel like even some of the collabs
He's trying. It's just him by himself, right? Like
I feel like, for instance, like the undefeated 9-5s, they did good this year with that neon green, that city pack, the blue, the neon green for New York, the blue one in like Europe, and all of that. But like I feel like there was no need for the black Gucci colorway 9-5 or the white Gucci colorway 9-5.
But that's an undefeated colorway.
Yeah, no.
Of course they're gonna drop.
Like it just started with that. Like the original colorways that we're used to and accustomed to is that olive green, orange accent. Cool. But they didn't even do a 9-5 that was like that.
It didn't. And they didn't even do an MX 9-5 for MX Day. Like,
but everybody didn't because of the whole.
Fuck that. It's the 30th anniversary.
But that's why I feel like everybody got an Air Max though this year.
But
that's what I feel like. I feel like everybody got Air Max.
Air Max Day though, nigga. It's called Air Max Day. There was nothing for Air Max
Day. But that's how Nike used to do all the big events for Air Max
how
Day.
do a big event for Air Max Day on the 30th anniversary?
I feel like they haven't done any of that in a little while.
The last one was what, 2-3 years ago? When we went to the pier and Travis Scott performed?
That was a long time ago.
That was 5?
That was like 2015.
No.
2017 or some shit.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah. No, that was when Travis niggas wasn't even fucking with Trav yet.
You sure, nigga?
Yeah. Trav didn't even nowhere near have a Jordan.
I feel like that might have been 19. That was before pandemic?
Hell yeah.
Nah, I must be high.
That shit was way before pandemic. That's why I said, like, a lot of their big, like, the events they would hold and, like, their activations, I feel like they haven't really done shit like that since pandemic. I feel like they haven't, like, but that's what pushes the brand. That's what pushes the want for the product. And, there's a lot of people that actively want to go outside and being involved in these events. Like when they used to do the shit in Nike Soho, and you could go and sign up for a class to design a sneaker, or you would go in and do some video shit, or you would go and do whatever installation they had, but they were constantly doing
R.I.P. to Mercer too.
A lot of cool events, which they don't, I feel like, emphasize anymore. They don't
do any of that shit.
I feel like they just cut a lot of that shit out the way, you know what I'm saying? And maybe it's to save $1. Maybe it's because they feel like they're too good enough to, people still gonna fuck with the brand regardless. But I feel like that takes away from the community, the want from the people. There's people that really go out and go to all these events.
We try to go to most of these fucking events.
So I feel like they should go back to doing a lot of that shit and jumping on the same route they were going in before, where everything had a cool build out. But I feel like a lot of stores don't emphasize like they used to. Same thing with concepts. That's the same thing with like Kith.
I mean, Ronnie's just Ronnie's too big now. Ronnie he got the whole world in his fucking hand.
I just feel like a lot of these brands don't they're so feel like they're so established already. There's no.
I mean, but Ronnie's Ryan's the man right now, right? Ryan can do fucking collabs with Pepsi and then turn around and do a collab with Coca-Cola.
Yeah, no,
Nigga do Adidas and
that's
Nike.
that's his.
Oh man.
I'm only being honest.
But he was doing what he got to do. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. And I wouldn't fucking laugh at him. What else, man? What's the next nigga you trying to see come out?
The next shoe I'm
That you
looking
want.
forward to, I want to say the Playoff 9s. The black and white one.
Space Jam.
The Space Jam 9s.
The real Space Jam, that's what he played in the movie.
Yeah. That shoe I'm looking forward to. There's a cool Easter look at the Easter Uptown that's coming out this year. It's pretty fire. It gives me like a 06 vibe.
Supposedly, for me, because it's supposed to be year 7s, Bordeaux's supposed to drop back out. I need a Bordeaux, but the right way.
Yeah, I didn't like the way they cut the last one.
The last one looked like a chalkboard.
I felt like they were short. I felt like they cut small on the toe cap. I felt like
either a Bordeaux or a Raptor 7.
A Raptor I could tell, but I want like not like the charcoal pack.
No,
the countdown
like a black,
like a black Raptor from like 02.
Yeah, facts.
Those is good. Those I would definitely buy if they drop those. You know, the whole talk of the Tim Duncan shit coming out.
Listen,
who knows?
What camera I gotta look at? This camera?
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
I'm looking. You look at your camera. I'm looking.
You're gonna look at your camera.
Fuck. Nike. Dropped it. You want me to look at this one too? I close my eyes and I look at all three of these motherfuckers.
He's like, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all.
A fucking Tim Duncan. Nike Composite Max. If y'all don't fucking know the name. What the fuck? Like, how long? Who asked for a GT Future? Not fucking one of us.
They even put Hyper Flights back out.
The J Will Hyper Flight at All-Star Weekend.
They had a pair at All-Star Weekend.
He was there at Crenshaw too.
Those was dirt.
I had a pair of those to play ball.
Dirt.
And I'd take those before a GT Future, but can I get a fucking Tim Duncan?
You saying you would take that whole patent leather?
I'd take the Hype.
Should look like a licorice.
I played ball in that.
Should like a licorice.
I played.
Fucking
matter of fact,
over GT Futures.
There's a Duncan in that motherfucker. I need that. I need a black one. I need the white one. I need the silver one.
I remember the white one. I left school mad early that day.
We need a.
I think I skipped like 3 periods in school when I heard it was in Dr. J's.
I'm calling out everybody I know. Frank Cook, please. My man, Lamar, please. Somebody. Everybody.
Anybody.
Phil Knight. Like, fuck. Like, Timmy. This is the Duncan, sir. Like, somebody.
Tim niggas asking Tim Duncan. Yo, just go in your closet.
I gotta ask Tim Duncan, bro. Fuck.
It might be my size.
I need that.
You might be my size.
Keep going through these new releases.
Hey.
Any comments about them? And then 3 hour raps too.
Copy. Air Max 90.
They could keep that shit.
This is dirt.
Say what it is out loud. So
Nike Air Max 90.
Utility though? Oh no, they just dropping that for like
March 5th?
Yeah.
I see what they doing though. The whole color cross, they gave the 90, the 95 colorway.
Yeah, but the fuck, don't do that this year. Do that last year.
Oh. See, that's where they fucked up. Being that it was the anniversary for the 9.5, that's something they should have put out.
Politics has a sneaker?
That shit is there too.
Should look like a Reebok Adidas.
Listen.
What shit?
Oh yeah. Those are the
sneaker politics.
It's made to look like they got ran over.
Oh, so they made it to look like bullshit.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, the name is Roadkill. Somebody need to kill this.
That's crazy that
they paid Balvin with the
I like that pair compared to the pair that DJ Khaled wore. I don't know if you saw.
The alternate.
There's two different color variations so far that we've seen.
This is cool.
Okay. We'll pull it up.
I don't like this colorful shit though. Sometimes it's like it's too much.
Those I think are a lot better with that brown toe box compared to the one that DJ Khaled had on though.
Yeah, but
I didn't like the one DJ Khaled had on.
Griffies are coming back again.
For the 17th time. No.
They gotta chill out.
At least switch it up. Stop giving us this style and do like a fucking another Griffey. Give us a Griffey too. Or give us, just stop making Griffies.
Yeah, for a little bit. Wait till somebody dies or some shit. I don't know. Oh. Angel Reese. Okay, next.
She got another sneaker?
She got another sneaker. I heard the first ones went.
The hot pink one, they sold.
They sold. So I can't be mad.
I can't knock her.
I'm not gonna lie. Reebok, Shaq, AI, come shopping with me. I need it yet.
His son is like the creative director of the brand now.
Whatever.
Shaq's son.
Yeah, but I mean, they could be doing a lot better. They could be doing a lot better.
What you gotta do is not make them look like the Shaqs from Walmart. Is what we need to worry about.
And
make
why
them
do
look
we
a
not
lot
have
cooler? Like I've had cool Reeboks when I was a kid.
That's a fact.
So I'm pretty sure there's ways around this
So these
to not make them look like they got the Shaq logo from Walmart.
Nike Air Free 1. Packers Black Free 1.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh, they just gave it a haircut and they're gonna put it out without.
They trimmed it, so it's like Botanical Gardens.
That is super dirt.
180 of dirt.
The black one might sell.
It looked like a fake off-white.
The black one might sell. The green one.
This is gonna sell.
This
one's sell. Because it's cactus plant.
It looked like the Grinch shit stuff with a haircut. Exclusive Jordan 11 Tokyo. Is that platinum? It look like the Platinum 11s from back in the day.
Yeah. This is a low?
The silver 11s.
That's a mid.
But the silver 11s were low.
I know. But this is like Tokyo. I feel like this is the only job.
Let me see. Yeah, that's only coming out overseas.
Yeah, only
that might sell though. His signature on the bottom of the shoe?
No, it's fucking.
They drew a fucking
samurai sword.
They gotta do better, man. They got the jump man in a karate gi.
I don't know, bro.
It's fucking insane.
Nigel?
That I could see. Jordan was wearing them already, so we know that. Sure. Yeah, Jordan himself had them shits on.
I like these. I kind of like them. And he could kind of like distress them a little bit, though. You know that's his thing.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna distress them physically, like on his bicycle. Doesn't mean you're gonna distress that bit.
This is a 230.
Yeah, that's how much the brick by brick was.
Were they? I paid 2 sneakers for those.
I got retail, thank God.
Well, you fucked up.
That was a favor for a favor. Those, I'm not excited for them.
Why they calling these Alaska?
And they're not saying off-white on it.
Is Virgil from Alaska?
Do you know that?
Yeah, it's not for that.
Say some whole other shit instead of like, I think like some other shit instead of
off-white. Supposed to say Alaska.
No, they're gonna say, I forgot. I saw a video. Somebody did a breakdown.
But why they Alaska?
Because they white like the fucking snow.
Wait.
No.
So it should be Iceland.
Oh shits. I wasn't a fan of them when they first came out.
230?
And that's gonna kill the market for the original shoe, sadly.
As the original one.
A couple people they dropped in that was like a fashion week sneaker or some shit like that. They dropped in like Paris only or something.
When they do the thing.
Yeah, it says the VAA instead
Virgil Abloh Alaska.
I guess.
Abbreviation.
I guess. Just figured it out.
I guess.
Those are whack as fuck though.
It's just you remember when Nike?
They were whack when Virgil dropped them the first time.
Nah,
They
you
were
remember when
ass.
Nike Fifth Ave
They were better
opened
putting
up
out
and
the
they had the
yellow
clear
shit.
white sneaker. You got the
Yeah,
Is that
they should better. They were better off dropping the yellow version that they would put in
the
everywhere.
Canary?
Yeah, they were better off putting that out. It had a little more hype. People would actually buy that shit.
And
That shit is trash.
I tell you every time when I want to know who's the people who are okaying.
I want to know who finalizes and makes that decision. Like, all right, cool. Fuck all that other cool shit. Put that one out. Like, who's that nigga? Because they need to change him. Because there's a lot of fucked up.
Him or them or whoever the fuck it is.
Nah, because they go and they put out a lot of dirt. Like, instead of like just putting their thoughts together and just saying, you know what, let's give the streets what they want.
All right. Well, I have fun talking to you. Like I do every fucking day. We're gonna wrap this shit the fuck up.
Sounds like a plan.
And so you can smoke. That's it. Thanks for coming here and listening to us talk our shit. Hopefully we'll be back after this fucking episode.
Tea with tea.
Tea with tea? I told you. That's fine.
She got like a tea set for the table or something.
I got that, Supreme. Here we go. Tea with tea.
And when I stop to the streets locked, they told me keep killing. My foot on their necks and I'm making a killing. I need me a million. They say I'm the one when I stepped in the building. I've been